Hi everyone, how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. My name is Jasmine Thomas and I am a business and mindset coach. And today, guys, I'm going to be talking about why you need to build a social media following on multiple platforms. Now, this is an Instagram and Facebook live Q&A. I had a ton of questions about social media. So if you are tuning in on Instagram, that's what this is all about. I don't want to pin it. I tried to pin this comment like several times and it was just so much. Hi, hello, welcome guys. I hope that, thank you so much for the hearts. I hope that this is helpful for you. Again, this is all about why you need to build a social media following on multiple platforms. So just to put some clarity on it, when I first started using social media, it was probably about 8 or 9 months ago that I really started using it for my business. And I wasn't even sure like why I should be using it. And first and foremost, guys, I did not like Instagram at all. Like and now I'm like so into it. I love Instagram stories. I even wrote an article on like how to grow your Instagram 100 followers plus overnight. If you want to check that out, it's medium.com/@IamJLThomas. Oh yes, absolutely. And that article was so helpful to so many people. So if you want to go check that out, you definitely should. And I also did an Instagram live and it's on my YouTube channel. If you go click the link in my bio, you can check it out, where I talked about how to use your Instagram stories to make money. And I have literally been blowing up because of those Instagram stories that I absolutely love. And I use it for Facebook stories too. So definitely don't limit yourselves. Social media is a powerful tool. And if you have a business, but you're not using social media, basically in this world, you don't exist. Even if you have a brick and mortar business, guys, my primary business is brick and mortar. Limitless Learning Tutoring is my primary business. And I literally have had people call me all over the US because they've seen things on our Facebook page. And I have not shared this publicly yet, but like we won a huge award because people voted for us online. You know what that means? We have a presence online and people are seeing us. People are knowing our work, and the same thing applies in your business. You need to make the attempt to get yourself active on your social media platforms. And like I said, you absolutely, yes, I will be happy to give you the info. And please directly message me too. That's an easier way for me because the comments sometimes on here, it's like hard to go back and everything. So please message me if you are wanting to grow your social media influence and following in any way. I really want to connect with you guys and help, because I'm going to tell you guys about a masterclass that I'm doing as well to help with this. So I started off on Facebook, and my biggest tip is to start with a platform you find really easy, because if you start with something that's really hard for you, you're going to want to quit and you're not going to want to do it. And the thing is that social media should be fun for you. If it's not fun for you, maybe you should hire a virtual assistant. But honestly, most people, when they start their businesses, you don't have the extra money to be able to do that. So you need to do what you love, and it will definitely really help you. So like I said, I started on Facebook and I just started posting. I just started writing, and it literally took off from there. And then I started learning other platforms. So I moved on to Pinterest. Guys, I get 50,000 views per month on Pinterest, and by the end of this month, I know I'm going to be at 100,000, and I just started utilizing it to its fullest potential 3 weeks ago. So it's like no excuse. A huge platform, and I have contributors who are pulling in too. So even with the platforms you're learning about, you need to be reaching out to people that can help you and collaborate with you. You should not be trying to grow your platforms by yourself, because you're not going to be able to. We are a connected world, and if you're not willing to, if you are not willing to connect with other people and collaborate, it's not going to grow. So you want to make sure that you are growing that following with someone else. And on top of that, I also then started working on Instagram. And I love Instagram now. I hated it before, like really hated it, because I felt like, oh, my fonts aren't pretty enough. My pictures aren't pretty enough. I'm not good enough at this. And now, like, everybody loves my page, and even if they most of the time they'll comment, but even if they don't comment on something, they'll message me and say, oh my gosh, Jasmine, this looks so good, it's so pretty, I love the way you did that, or most of all, I love what you said on your post. That was what impacted me most. And because I'm an international writer, and speaker, that's the most important thing. I want people to connect with me on a deeper level as opposed to just looking pretty all the time, and can learn from me and be inspired by me as well. So you also need to know why you're using those different platforms. Yep. Oh, wow. So you're on Facebook too. Please definitely connect with me on Facebook. It's facebook.com/IamJLThomas. I put lots of tips and tools on there in Facebook of how to grow. I even have a sales training for it, a free sales training. If you go to she'sworthy.co/membership, you'll see some sales training on there to use Facebook Sell Like a Queen. So definitely check that out. Yes, so you want to use different platforms for different reasons because you don't know who you can reach. So on Facebook, like I'm reaching a girl who's in her 9-to-5. She knows she has better potential. She wants to get out of her job. She's a millennial and she is working towards building her own business from scratch, but it is her passion. It's what she loves to do. Versus on Instagram, I'm helping people collect coins, point blank period. It's all about getting your money because Instagram is the place to get the money. And literally, like those Insta stories, that's how people market. Guys, like I talk about the Kardashians quite a bit, and it's not that I watch their shows, it's just that I look at their marketing strategies. Like you'll hardly ever see them market something on their Instagram story that doesn't require you to swipe up. Right, because they're selling. They're selling. It looks really pretty and it looks like they're having fun, but they are selling, and that's what selling is all about. So you want to make sure that you know why you're using it, and it will help you a lot to gain momentum. So another thing is for example, I told you guys about Pinterest and all my thousands of monthly views. Well, I use Pinterest mainly to pull in traffic to my website that get people clicking. The best feeling in the world is where you're not even doing anything and you're making money. People come to my website all the time and buy books. I have no idea who they are. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Like, internally, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so glad you picked up my book. But, oh, you haven't sold anything on Instagram. Well, girl, I can help you out. Or guy. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was a guy or girl. I wasn't sure about the picture. But I can help you guys out. Like, that's very easy. It's simple. It's not even as complicated as people think. So you can definitely utilize that as a tool as well. And for Twitter, if you check my Insta stories, guys, I literally have had like 12,000 impressions in 24 hours on Twitter. So I'm using Twitter to help book clients, but I'm also, I'm sorry. I'm also using Twitter to be an influencer. Like that's the most important thing, because if people see me as a thought leader on Twitter, that means I can put my articles out, and that's where you stand out from the rest. And I also I give advice to people. I share tips and tools, and that is basically I'm building my influence and leading people to want to work with me. So I'll be able to run promo ads and like all of those different things, because people see me as a different type of person, and it has been an amazing journey and I love it. So you need to know why you're using whatever platform it is you're using. Like I said, focus on it and maintain it. Do well with it. Stay consistent. I highly recommend you use automation because you don't want to burn yourself out. So I use Hootsuite or Sweet, HOOTSUITE. That is one of the things that I use for Twitter and for Facebook. For Instagram, you can use Planoly, and for Pinterest, I use Board Booster, and you can also use Tailwind. So basically, you batch your content in a way that it just covers awesome. It just covers so many amazing things all at once, and it's really, really powerful, guys, because what you don't want to do with social media, yes, you want to blow up, but you don't want to burn out, so again, if you can hire that VA, hire them. But if not, all those automation tools are out there for you that I mentioned. So definitely rewatch this if you're joining and didn't catch that. And I also want to encourage you to engage with other people. So my way of engaging with you guys is in my Instagram stories, in my comments on Instagram, and my Instagram live, or even my Facebook lives. Like, all of those different things are allowing me to chat with you guys and see what's going on. So what I'm going to do is head to some questions. These are really good, juicy questions. And if you have questions about your social media following, how to build, please ask now, because I want to answer those. And then I have a huge announcement to make. So please stay until the end, because I want you guys to make sure you get this information. So the first question I received, and you guys can type the questions on here. One is, how do I put myself out there when I am an introvert? So this is really interesting with the introvert thing, because for me, I'm an extrovert, but online I was kind of an introvert. I was afraid to share because I cared so much about what other people were going to say about me. I didn't want to be deemed as like this girl who like is so transparent, or she doesn't appear perfect, or all those things. So as an introvert, this is my advice to you. Make a decision. Do you want a profitable online business? Or even if you're not online, you still need social media. Do you want a profitable online business, or do you want an expensive hobby? It's a choice. And if you want a profitable business, you're going to have to become okay with having something online where you have to put yourself out there. And you have to prepare for rejection, because everybody's not going to want your product, right? And they shouldn't. If everybody wants your product, you have not narrowed down who you want to work with, and you're not specific enough. So as an introvert, I encourage you to do a lot more mindset work to figure out, like, what is it that's holding you back from putting yourself out there? Do you have a fear of what other people are going to say? Do you not know how to market yourself? Do you not have the right copywriting? Because that stuff matters. That's why, my company is flourishing so well, because we provide copy for you. We provide the words that need to be said to pull on the heartstrings of the people that you are meant to serve. So that's definitely very important. And also, to that introvert, you need to think about, what if I didn't say what needed to be said? Whose life could be changed because of something that I've said? Like, you guys just don't know how many messages I get of people who've said, Jasmine, you have really touched my life, or you really helped me, grow my following, and I appreciate that. Or my one-on-one clients who write these long testimonials that make me cry, just because I decided not to hold it to myself, and I wanted to help other people. Yeah, definitely tune back in if you can. I'm also going to upload it to my YouTube channel. The next question was, how do I attract more clients through my author business page? So that was very interesting, because I took some of these questions on Facebook as well. And she is wanting to boost her business Facebook page. So number one, with your business Facebook page, I recommend that you invite your friends. A lot of people do not invite their current friends on Facebook to their business page. Invite them. They want to support you. Or if they don't necessarily need what you're serving, you can become the go-to person that everybody recommends. Like, oh, I recommend so-and-so for this, or I recommend them for that. Go look at her page. Go look at his page. All of those things are going to allow you to stand out. So please invite your friends. That's my first tip. Not only should you be inviting your friends, you need to be showing up every day consistently on your page, because the more consistent you are showing up on your page, whether that's you're doing a Facebook live video, whether that is you are doing a what else? Maybe you are posting an article, maybe you're just giving them a call to action about something that you have going on. Whatever it is, you need to make sure that you are showing up and that you are giving them incredible value. That is what's going to make you stand out on your pages. A lot of people think that, like, oh, I can just post what I'm doing and go. No, you have to engage with people. You have to talk with people on your page. Another thing I do, like, I'll run an ad, and I don't run it long. Like, if you've known anything about me, I'm mostly, everything is about 95% organic for me that I have brought in sales to my business. I really honestly don't believe in doing a whole lot of paid things, because I don't know, I just don't. It just doesn't feel right for me, and I'm not trying to knock anyone else, but for me, when it comes to social media and growing my business, I think it's important for you to show up, right? Like, you guys wouldn't watch this if it was a robot here. Like, you want to see a real person, and you want to connect with me, and that is what sells. Connections is what sells. Relationships is what holds your business together. So that's what I recommend for building your Facebook business page. Also, tag your page in maybe your own comments on your personal page. Or if you are in Facebook groups, you need to be using your Facebook page as the person that is posting in these Facebook groups, so more people are clicking. Share your Facebook page on your emails that you send out. Like, it's simple things that people don't think about that make a huge difference. People are looking. Put your Facebook page onto your personal Facebook page, your own profile. That way people have multiple chances to connect with you. So there are so many things you can do. I want to take some more questions on Instagram. If you guys have any questions about building your social media platforms, please let me know right now before I announce something really, really special that I'm so excited about. Any questions, guys? Okay, so while we're waiting on those questions, I want to announce that I am doing a masterclass for Twitter. I'm so excited about this masterclass because I feel like it's going to help you stand out. Okay, that's what it's all about. Whether people realize it or not, Twitter is the quickest way to get exposed so fast. You got to think about it. Facebook, even if you have a Facebook page, you are limited on what you can do based on the algorithm. Because, see, a lot of people don't understand that there are algorithms to every single social media platform, and that's the reason why some people make it, some people don't. So the algorithm on Facebook, you do not get as much engagement. Even when you run ads, your engagement is low. Okay? Twitter, you can literally, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're down. It's going to be great. I'm going to actually directly message you the link so you can get all signed up. And it is launching on April 6th is when it will go out. A lot of people that are signing up early are basically, like, you can email me back, ask me any questions you have about your social media following. That's for the early bird. So if you register before April 6th, you get an opportunity to connect with me and find out some extra tools and tips. But yeah, the algorithm for Twitter is basically everything comes back to you. So literally, if you make a tweet, it gets retweeted by someone else, or you retweet somebody else's stuff, it always comes back to you. Like, that's the cool part about Twitter. If you reply to someone that maybe it's a huge post and it has a massive following, and you literally just click and reply with something, of course it has to have good thought to it, but that's amazing. It's so captivating because everything comes back to you. Guys, 11,000 impressions in 24 hours, actually it's about 12,000 now, is incredible, especially for me. Guys, I only have 800 followers on Twitter. I want to make that clear to you guys. It does not matter if you have 1 million followers or 5 followers. If you learn some of the tips and tools that I'm going to teach you, you will have massive exposure. People have been reaching out to me, wanting to work with me, wanting to become customers just because of the comments that I have given to other people and help with advice and showing up and knowing why I'm using Twitter. Those things are so important. So I am going to actually try and link that in the comments. If you would like to join, definitely message me, or if I've seen that you already are wanting to join, I will reach out and message you, because this class is going to help you grow. You want to be seen as an amazingly impactful person on any social media platform, but especially with Twitter. It's so many things that you can do and so many people who need you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love, love, love you all, and I cannot wait to see you in the masterclass.